Hi, it's Caitlin, and I'm here today with some new polishes from Rogue Lacquer. Rachel was clearly thinking ahead because she has a Valentine's Day polish, a Mardi Gras polish, and what's the other one? St. Patrick's Day polish for us. They're all available now. And there's also a new duo between Rogue Lacquer and Cuticula that will be available on the Cuticula website. The three new Rogue Lacquers that I have are going to be available on the Rogue Lacquer website. I'll link that down below. I'll also link the Cuticula website down below where you can pick up the Shift Happens duo on January 20th. So let's get into the swatches. Let's go in order of the holidays that these polishes are inspired by. So the next holiday we will be celebrating is Valentine's Day. So Rachel has created Winentine's Day, and this one is described as a red and black metallic flake bomb. So if you're familiar with the kinds of polishes that Rogue Lacquer makes, then this kind of polish won't be a shock to you. Rachel always creates these amazing flake bombs, and this one is perfect for sort of an emo Valentine's Day, I would say. So I have applied it in 2 coats. There are a ton of flakes in here, so you just want to be a bit gentle with your application so that you don't disturb the flakes too much, and you can always go back in and dab some more onto any bald spots. And as you can see, it's pretty much opaque in 2 coats. You could also obviously layer this over something, but I didn't want it to get too thick on my little nails. So 2 coats plus top coat worked out pretty well for me. And this, I would say, if you're planning to wear it for a few days, you might want to use a glitter grabber plus regular top coat because it is quite textured, but it's not difficult to remove. Here we have Boobs and Beads, and this one is a limited edition, so once this sells out, it won't be available again. And of course, this one is inspired by Mardi Gras, and it's described as a purple, teal, green, gold metallic mixed with purple and gold color shifting flakes and pops of gold hollow glitter. So this one, again, is a flake bomb formula, but there's just more different types of flakes in this one. And again, you can be careful with your application and then go in and cover up any sort of bald spots. So the tip of my nail had a little bit of nudity, so I just wanted to cover that up with more polish. And same thing, this will not be as difficult to remove as a glitter, but it will require some scrubbing, or you might get flakes a little bit on your skin. They will come off, and this is obviously super sparkly, and I recommend a really good glossy top coat or a glitter grabber and a glossy top coat for the smoothest possible finish. Here we have a Shamrock Shake, which is inspired by St. Patrick's Day, and this one is a green sort of chartreuse and black flake bomb. So you've got what I would consider a light kind of lime green metallic flake, larger green flakes, and then some black flakes in there. And this one is really pretty in a really sparse way in one coat, in my opinion, and it also would be great as a topper. I would say out of all of the polishes I've shown so far, this would make the best topper just because it's so even. As you can see, this one builds up well in 2 coats, but I think you're going to want 3 to get it to full opacity. Again, if you miss any spots with your application, you can go in and just sort of dab on where there might be a bald spot on your nail. And of course, as I'm doing right here, you can see I've just sort of gone back, sort of like spot detailing. In this one, you'll definitely want a good thick top coat or a glitter grabber and a top coat for a super duper glossy, glassy finish. And This one is just really sparkly and fun. It's making me think about springtime, which is always good, especially right now when it's January and snowy and just kind of gross. So this one, here it is in 3 coats plus top coat. I think there might even be some gold in there. I don't have an official description, so I'm just trying to do this by eye, and I'm not the best at that sometimes, but it might just be the green has a goldy hue to it. And here it is with a matte top coat. If you're curious how it looks, I think it looks really good matte. And the last 2 polishes are the Shift Happens January 2023 Duo, which features Rogue Lacquer and Cuticula. This will be available only on the Cuticula website. And this first polish is from Rogue Lacquer, and it's called Purgly. So this one, I guess, is a take on that sort of prugly, pretty, ugly type of nail polish. But I mean, honestly, this is just beautiful. There's no ugly here, unless I don't know what purgly means. So this has a fantastic formula. It built up perfectly for me in 2 coats, and I think for most people, you wouldn't need more than that. It does dry down a tiny bit dull, so I definitely recommend top coat. I'm using the Cuticula Limitless top coat in my video today, and this has just the most beautiful shifts to it. There's a really intense green shift, which you'll see shortly, and the hollow just sets everything off. So here it is in 2 coats plus top coat. It almost looks like a nude on me, so it works really nicely as sort of a neutral polish with a little bit of a twist to it. It looks fantastic in pretty much every lighting. As you can see here, that green is really strong. There's definitely some red shimmer, and the taupe base is just such a nice complement to the shimmer, and it looks great in natural lighting too. Last but not least is Camouflage, and this one's from Cuticula. This one I'm in love with. I think the base it's like a olivey sort of color. It's just got a really good formula. So there's a ton of green to gold shifting shimmer, I would say, and just some really beautiful hollow flakes that are very twinkly and rainbowy. So this has a fantastic formula. It really, I don't think anyone's going to need more than 2 coats. It's just really opaque, really deep. I didn't experience any issues with staining. It's easy to apply, easy to remove. Of course, I recommend glossy top coat. It dries down just a tiny bit dull, but top coat takes care of that. And you're going to be really excited when you see this one shifting around, because it is really shifty, and I'm just a huge fan of hollow flakes, as you probably know by now, and I think they work really well against with that gold shimmer and the green shift. So here's a look at the polish in my swatching lights. You can see all of those beautiful color shifts, and the sun pretty much disappeared, but it still looks really good in natural lighting, even in low lighting, as you can see. My favorite from the trio is going to be Beads and Boobs. It's just like really sparkly and really cute. I really like the colors in there, and that one is limited edition, so if you want it, don't miss it, order it right away. And I'm genuinely in love with the Shift Happens Duo. I love the Rogue Lacquer. I think it's really beautiful with that like taupe kind of base. It's just really interesting, and the shifts are really obvious, and the Cuticula is just so deep and shimmery and holographic. So I love both of those. Let me know in the comments if you're planning on picking anything up. Let me know if you have any favorites, and I guess I hope you have a great day wherever you are, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!